Hey, so wanted to hop on here real quick. I know it's earlier than my usual time to talk about recommitting to weight loss after you've fallen off. And, first things first, like don't feel bad if you've fallen off. It's pretty common, I'm sure you know. But the important thing is making the decision to get back to it. That's really what matters the most. So today I want to kind of give you a couple things that you can do to help you recommit to the journey. Because again, it's all about taking the action, but you got to take that first step again if you are recommitting. All right. And again, this isn't for my newbies, for those of you who are just now starting out. This is specifically for my ladies who are recommitting to getting in better shape, to getting healthier and losing weight. So here's the first thing. All right. And if you're catching this live, go ahead and drop #live. And if you're catching the replay, let me know in the comments. So here's the thing, okay? The first thing that you want to do if you're trying to recommit to your weight loss goals, you have to really sit down and look at the long-term impact of staying where you're at. And I'm talking bigger than just weight gain, because it's easy to look at that part of the process. I want you to think about how you feel. Or how you will feel, because that's usually why we decide to even start this process to begin with, right? It's like we have some level of discomfort, whether that be from being overweight or dealing with like aches, pains, and things of that nature. But that's the first thing that you want to look at. If I continue down this path, where will I be 6 months, 12 months? How will I feel 6 months, 12 months from now? And how much more difficult is it going to be for me to keep up with my daily responsibilities? Because the whole point of going through weight loss isn't necessarily to look good. Like, yes, that's a part of the process, but it's really to make your life easier. So if you continue to not take action, you're really doing yourself a disservice. But you really want to look at like, where will I be or how will I feel 6 to 12 months if I do nothing? So that's the first thing, right? You got to be really honest with yourself. Now, the second thing that helps, and this is something that one of my clients recently did, if you're recommitting, you've probably had some type of amazing result already, right? Whether you dropped a few pounds, whether your energy increased or whatever. But one of the things that you can look at, hey, Chelsea, are old pictures and videos of when you were in better shape. So like my client, for example, she was kickboxing at one point. She was doing speed jump rope. She was knocking out push-ups. And even though that was some time ago, looking at those videos gave her motivation. She was like, damn, I was in pretty good shape. So here she is now, she's definitely gained quite a bit of weight back. But now she's in this mindset of, okay, if I did it once, I can do it again. So if you have old pictures, right, of when you were like in shape or in better shape than you are now, or if you have old workout videos or even just videos that you were posting when you were in like that, like great state is what I would call it, look at those, revisit those, because that is going to give you the inspiration to take that first step again. All right. So if you have them, pull them out. And sometimes too, like it can be hard to accept where we're at right now. Like it can be hard to look in the mirror at ourselves. It can be hard to really like accept the fact that we fell off and we're in worse condition or worse shape. But revisit those videos, because that's going to show you that you can do it. And it's going to put you in a completely different mindset versus you feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to go through this process again. Now it's going to be a matter of, if I start taking action now, I can get back to where I was. I can feel better. I can drop some weight and I can have more energy, which is ultimately what we want in the grand scheme of things. Hey, D. And then the final thing that can really help. All right. And this one is more so an internal conversation that you have to have. So you got to be really honest with yourself about why you fell off the first time. All right. For some of us, it could have been a time commitment. It could have been a lack of accountability. It could have been a ton of different things. But you got to look at why you fell off the first time and then accept it, but then come up with a solid plan for your reset. All right. See, the thing that happens is a lot of us, we decide, okay, I want to recommit, but you don't have a plan. Right? You just go into it like, oh, I'm just going to start eating healthier and working out again. But you have no goals that you're working towards. You don't have a step-by-step plan to follow. So what happens is the moment we don't like commit or like do a workout that we say we're going to do, or the moment we don't eat something that we're supposed to, we use that as an excuse to kind of just let things go. So one thing that I would encourage you to do if you are recommitting is actually write out a step-by-step plan of what you're going to do and take it week by week. Like, don't think about 6 months, 12 months, right? Think about right now, this week. What things can I do day in and day out to help me achieve my goals? So I really hope this helped. If it did, go ahead and let me know in the comments. You can just say value if you got value from this. But the biggest thing about recommitment is A, understanding that you've done it before, therefore you can do it again. And B, not necessarily like harping on the past and the fact that you failed, but using that as motivation to say, this time I'm going to fully commit and I'm going to crush it. So again, hope this helps. Wanted to come on here a little bit earlier and drop some nuggets and give you guys some insight on what you can do to fully recommit. If you ladies have questions, just drop them in the comments and I will go back and reply. But you ladies have a great Sunday and stay safe out there.